All right, guys, you know I love talking about barbecue on this channel. It's called Out to Eat with Matt, but I focus a lot on some of my favorite barbecue joints all around the South. And I've even been to Portland, so check out that one. Guys, I was heartbroken a couple years ago. I went to go to my favorite barbecue place locally in Western North Carolina. They serve Eastern barbecue, but it's one of my favorite places. And I was going for my birthday, which is in November, and I found out it had closed down like literally the week before my birthday. That was Buxton Hall in Asheville, North Carolina. They got huge. They were featured on Vice. They were recommended in like every publication ever. I think they won the best barbecue joint in the U.S. award a couple times. Like, they were huge. Eastern North Carolina style barbecue. I was distraught. But I found out this March that Elliott Groves was reopening a barbecue restaurant in his hometown of Florence, South Carolina. So I'd circled the date when my family was traveling to Ocean Isle. I knew I'd be going near Florence. Made plans. Guys, today I'm going to show you one of the first videos I've seen on it of Elliott's Barbecue Lounge in Florence, South Carolina. Make sure to subscribe here on the channel for all the great barbecue. Okay, so I've been looking forward to this day so much since I heard they opened back in March. Guys, I almost got a hotel and came down with some friends just to come check this out. Elliott's Barbecue Lounge is absolutely next level. Here's a look at some of those smokers they're creating. I'm going to get the crazy part out up front. I'm not going to go ahead and say this is my all-time favorite vinegar-based barbecue, but guys, it's in the conversation. It is delicious. It's phenomenal. It's some of the best vinegar-based barbecue you're ever going to have, and it pains me to say it's in South Carolina. So here's the menu. Now, the menu is definitely a lot more limited than Buxton Hall. I do think I need to return and go to dinner. This was lunch on a Saturday. Did think the menu was a little limited. I would say that was the one thing that kind of held this place back. Buxton Hall had a huge menu. Now, I know from the waitress that the menu changes continuously, even during the day of the same day. The menu can change a good bit. So some of the items I wanted to try weren't on the menu this day, which, kind of stinks, but I'll return, don't worry. The food was phenomenal that I had. Everything was amazing. The area is huge. This is an absolute monster of a building. There's a lot of room to do a lot of things in here. Now, I happen to know that right after I left, they actually got in some booths. I follow them on social media, so they got in a ton of booths. But it has a true lounge vibe. You got the couches here. You got the games. You got a pool hall set up. You got the bar. You got the brewery in there. My kids were excited about the pinball. They were excited about a lot. They were really just running around checking everything out. And it was kind of fun. Broke the drive up. Again, we were driving from Hendersonville down to Ocean Isle. So this was kind of midway for us, which was a perfect stop in if you're going to the beach. Highly recommend checking it out. It's a good place to stretch the legs. And the lounge vibe really gives you that open, airy place to kind of get out of the car and relax a little bit. I know Florence, South Carolina can be a bit of a bore sometimes, but man, this is a great stop if you're traveling through. I absolutely loved it. The brewery was next level, looked really cool. He has Seminar Brew in there as well. Really cool, though. And, guys, I got to brag on this barbecue. Now, one thing that broke my heart is they didn't have any South Carolina hash. My favorite thing about South Carolina barbecue is that kind of mustardy South Carolina hash sometimes. I've seen them offer it from time to time on social media. I will return and have that, I promise. I have to go back and get some of Elliott-style South Carolina hash. It's my all-time favorite thing about South Carolina barbecue. I do like mustard-based barbecues. I don't hate on those. It is nice that this is a vinegar-based, and it's done right. It's so next level. And again, a lot of stuff for the kiddos to do, so they kind of get out to stretch a little bit. That really helped. Kind of fun stuff, too. They liked everything there. Kind of an old-school arcade vibe to it, which was pretty neat. Didn't play any pool, but I could see if you were here on an evening or an afternoon, this would be a great setup for that. So, again, big, open, and spacious, and a lot of room. Guys, the main event, though, was the food. I came for the food, had a half-and-half tea. Here's a little bit of that vinegar sauce. Made use of that here in a few for sure. Really good stuff. Now, guys, I went with a sausage link. Unique sausage link here. This one was kind of a mustard base. Had a jalapeno and cheddar to it. Really a little different than the normal sausage links I have. Took a second to get used to, but I really did like it. Come with these crackers as well, and what I did was kind of have a little bit of sausage, then kind of a pickle on a cracker, which I thought really set it off as well. Really good stuff. I had all this to myself as an appetizer. Really delicious. The mustard was different. It was a unique taste. Didn't mind that. Wasn't your traditional smoked sausage, but was really good. My kids, of course, had the chicken tenders, and they liked it. They ate all of it, so it's always a plus. But their favorite thing about the meal was one of the sides is watermelon. Now, my wife went with the sandwich, so she had fries. She wanted a little bit more sides, so we're going to have to go back sometime and try some of the other sides when they're in stock. She had the pulled pork sandwich, no slaw, and she really enjoyed it. Her dad was a huge fan of Parker's growing up. I'm going to have to go and review Parker's some point. So she's really nostalgic about the Eastern Carolina vinegar-based barbecues. I had beans, I had fries. Fries were okay, really nothing to write home about. Beans were excellent. Slaw was great, but guys, that barbecue, it was worth the trip. Now, they didn't have the on-bone ribs this night. So I had pulled pork spare ribs, but I had them chopped. So didn't get the full experience there. Did enjoy it, though. I actually had a good bit of this to go. Ate some of this later on the beach, and it was phenomenal. But yeah, a little bit of that ribs there, chopped up. Really tasty stuff too. Good flavor to it. Real smoky. Now, the beans were excellent. I thought that was the best side I had. I didn't really care about the fries either way. Couldn't wait to spread this barbecue out because it's a lot bigger amount than it looked like there in the picture. Some of those sandwiches were just dumped out. I mean, you'd be surprised. There was so much pork on a sandwich as well. It's actually a lot of meat. So spread this out. And I had a lot of meat to go. I mean, I had a full second meal out of this between the beans. Gave most of the fries to my kids, but between the beans and the order of ribs I did, I had a whole second meal. Now, I had to get the coleslaw on here and get that sauce on there. I love that sauce. Just enough kick to it. Vinegar-based with a little bit of spice, a little bit of hot sauce to it. Not much. Had an absolutely amazing flavor, though. I drenched this stuff in the sauce. The sauce was very next level. You get a little bit of a pork skin there, too. I did scoop up a little barbecue on the pork skin. Stole my wife's pork skin, too, and ate that. Good stuff. Love me a good pig skin. Just crunchy, a little something extra on top of the meal, which I always love. But yeah, this sauce, next level. Vinegar on point, guys. 5 out of 5 if you like vinegar-based barbecues. This one's going to go in the running for the all-time greatest vinegar-based barbecue in my book. Again, I'm going to have to go try Parker's. My father-in-law, my late great father-in-law, was a huge fan of Parker's. He was from Wilson, and I've got to go try it in his honor. So can't make that decision until I've had a few more, but I have had a good bit of vinegar-based barbecues, and man, this one is right at the top. Oh, you hear him?
No.
He's like, oh.
I can play games. I can't.
Stay right here, though, okay?
Hicks, is that good?
It's good.
It is big. I see it.
My kids were so happy about the watermelon. Now, here's what we spent. Didn't break the bank. Did order multiple items. Again, had 5 of us with us. And I had a lot of leftovers to go. I enjoyed this on the beach later. Everything I had was great. Here's a little bit of that docking area. All right, guys. I hope you like that look at Elliot's Barbecue Lounge. Absolutely next level. I've got to go sometime for dinner. We went for a lunch option. I think dinner has even more options sometimes. They do change the menu even daily, which is cool. I would have liked to see the full menu like I saw at Buxton Hall, but I absolutely love this place. I've got to get down here one day when he's doing the chicken sandwich. Elliot got to start, I know from reading up on him, at Chick-fil-A. Was like his first cooking restaurant. So kind of crazy. The guy has perfected the chicken sandwich. I used to love getting those at Buxton Hall. I've seen it on the menu at Elliot's Barbecue Lounge. So I'm going to make plans to come back and have to partake in that. I might even do it on the way home. I'm still down here at the beach, so maybe I'll make plans on my way back for a second stop. But guys, if you're in Florence, South Carolina, definitely check out Elliot's Barbecue Lounge. If you like Eastern Carolina style barbecue, it's a can't miss. You must try it. In South Carolina, of all places, you don't think of Eastern style. North Carolina barbecue in South Carolina. This place is choice. It is amazing. 5 out of 5 stars from me. Definitely check it out. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on Out to Eat with Matt.